No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Golden Bears offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Golden Bears will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. On the move and looking deep. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigs in. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground, he's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They want to get this defense on its heels.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year in big decisions.
Picked off. Taking it the other way. 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third and short now from their own 48. Quarterback checking off. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Rifles it down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Oh, what a move to get room. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. NC State going up tempo. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. A first down for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver, but if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the misfire now on 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big 3rd down conversion.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Golden Bears want to move quickly. toss to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got his man in the middle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes one man miss. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. They go right back to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the left. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The back goes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Feeling some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive, too.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the 1st half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, NC State! Touchdown. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes, a testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Looks as if we are set to crank it up here in the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Unloads it left. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here for the offense. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on second down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Cal! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick. Points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Handoff to the single running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
They'll power it inside with the fullback.
Second down coming up.
Line getting set on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fullback's got it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Leaves it with the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Handoff to the fullback. Just steamrolling the defense. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Give to the fullback. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense, because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time, as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Now adjusting. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8.
And that's really nice offensively, because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To give to the big fullback. Just plowing down the field. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Give to the big fullback. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you